Hi, this slide is a discussion about SAP organizational structure. So at the top, in this picture, it shows you the enterprise that is it is mapped that the enterprise is mapped to a client in SAP. Then the company and the subsidiary represents company code in SAP. Then the factory represents the plant, and below that we have purchase department that represents the purchase organization, and then we have purchase groups, that we have the buyers called purchase groups. Then there is a storage location. It is also called storage location, or the warehouse is also called the storage location in SAP. So a client is the highest element in the organizational structure. The client is having one or more company codes assigned to it. So below the company code we have one or more plants assigned to it, and mm, so and each plant is assigned to one or more storage locations. Each company has a set of purchasing groups who are the buyers, and but it is independent of the organizational structure, so it is not assigned to a purchasing organization or company code. The next slide we have, the organizational shown here is the organizational structure in SAP. So that is the company code, how the company code and the plants are organized, along with the storage location is shown in this image. So the client, for example, is, suppose a ABC corporation wants to implement SAP in all its companies in a single instance, then it's represented as the client. Whereas company code is the organizational unit which is having all the independent uh, accounting entries, and it may have one or more independent companies all having their own GL accounts, balance sheet and profit and loss accounts. The next is the plant, that is the manufacturing facility, sales office or the warehouse. All are termed as plants within a company code. Any location within the company code is the plant. Storage location is the place within the plant where the inventory is kept. And the purchasing organization is the department who deals with the vendors for procurement activities. The next thing is that there are multiple scenarios in material management. So there can be separate purchasing organization for for a single plant, and there is another scenario where there can be a common purchasing organization for multiple plants. The next scenario which is available is the scenario where there is a cross company code purchasing organization. So there is a common purchasing organization for plant 1, 2 and plant 3. So that's called cross company code purchasing organization. And then there is another scenario where we have a reference purchasing organization, other than, which is like a global, which creates a global agreement for the entire company, and the local purchasing organizations make use of the global agreement while making any purchases. Next we will discuss about how can we create company codes from an existing company code. So the location where we can create this in SAP is SAP IMG, Enterprise Structure, Definition, Financial Accountings, and then there you can find the edit copy and delete company code option, from where you can create your own company code from an existing company code. Then there is a valuation area, that is the plant or the company code valuation level. should be set. Uh, a valuation area can be a plant or a company code, but it is recommended to set the valuation area as the plant. Then the stock material is valuated separately for plants. This can be located at SAP IMG, enterprise structure, definitions, logistic generals, and define valuation levels. Here you can define the valuation level as plant or company code. Plants can be created from existing company plants through edit and copy. So you can also assign plants to company code through the location mentioned here. And then you can also create storage locations for your plants through the same location in material management, SAP implementation guide, material management, maintain storage location and new entries. From here you can create that. Next slide is showing you how the to assign company codes and storage location to a plant. A storage location can have one or more addresses. It is the location for keeping physical inventory. It can have more than one address because a storage location might have a larger area covered, and the address for the entry and the exit gates might be different. So in this case, we can have multiple addresses for the storage location. There can also be more than one storage location within a plant. So within a plant, there can be multiple storage locations. It is possible to store material data specific to a storage location. There can be more than one storage location assigned to a warehouse within a plant. Purchasing organizations are created within the enterprise structure. Material management maintain purchasing organization entry. Here you can create a new entry for the purchasing organization. Then next is to assign this purchasing organization to a company code. This can be done by using the various options under material management, that is assign purchasing organization to the company code, to a plant, or the other options available. Next is the creating purchase groups. Purchase groups are the buyers who are responsible for creating the purchase order. So it is the purchase order and contracts. This group can be created under material management, purchasing, create purchase groups, new entries, enter the details, and you have about the purchasing group, description, telephone number and fax number, and this purchasing group will get created in this way.